the same way about, at this level. I think you got to knock down the gimmies. We had a lot of shots go in and out. So, if you look at all the stats, to be honest, I thought we were a gritty team today. We did a lot of things well. But at the end of the day, those two stats, I think, is what kind of hurts, right? You look at the disparity in how many shots we got comparatively. We just got to make more of them, and a lot of those were layups. So I was proud of the way we crashed the boards and we got after it. But, I'd say the telltale of those two things.
Let me ask you about the offensive rebound. Obviously, you don't have a huge team. You got 24 offensive rebounds, but obviously, if you miss a shot, you have a chance to get overboards, but still, that was a second chance opportunity. Talk about your team's ability to battle on the boards.
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot about, the things we could control, right? Control what you could control, and that being gritty, being relentless, playing with a lot of passion, with a lot of heart. Those are all things that you have great control over as a player. Those are all mindset things. So those things, I think today, they did a pretty good job. But I will say, like, a couple defensive mental lapses, us giving up some wide open threes to good shooters. Again, that's another statistic that you can't get back, right? You can't out hustle a wide open three because it goes in the basket. You can't really make up for that. And we had probably 4 plays that are in my head right now that we just needed to step up a little bit more on their step up screens, and rotate and bump down in our zone a little bit faster for those corner threes. We have done that. I think it's, again, a little bit of a different game there, where the pressure is put more on them at the end.
You have an awful lot of games this year when you had close losses to high profile programs. What did the team have to do to take that next step?
We got to have sustained excellence, sustained competitiveness, right? We have a motto. We always say we want to play every possession like we're down 2 with 40 seconds left. With a 30-second shot clock, you can figure out why that makes sense. So whether you're on the offensive end or the defensive end, you play as though you're down 2. And I think you saw a couple of those possessions when we were really locked in defensively, we made it happen. I think when we're really locked in offensively, we don't miss layups. So those are things that, we've just got to sustain that for a 40-minute game. And I think that this team has talent. This team has a lot of heart. We just got to do those things for 40 minutes, not just for, I thought today it was more like 32 minutes.
Question. Okay, Dan, Brett, if you want to get started.
How much was size a determining factor for today?
I mean, I don't think it really was a factor at all, to be honest. I thought that we hustled. I thought that's where we looked pretty gritty. I didn't think you saw a really big size disparity.
And then you guys had 24 awards. What do you think that says about like the team's effort, your ability to stay in the game the whole way?
Yeah, I just think it shows that we have a gritty team, and it means something to these ladies, and they're going to keep working and fighting.
Okay, Dan.
Coach, some of the off-ball movement, I know there were some of the missed layups in there, but getting some of those open opportunities, just how did that speak to kind of the developing chemistry coming back from break too, and having the layoff, being able to still get back out on the court and create those opportunities?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Like, I thought Kayla Ivey just did a really nice job settling people down, running the offense, and playing with a lot of poise. Again, we say we want to play with pace and poise, and I thought that at times we did, but we had those silly turnovers, taking the ball out of bounds. We knew that they were coming in with the press, and we did clean that up in the second half. But the first half, I think 4 of our turnovers were fairly unforced. We just, gave in to like not hitting or sealing and making a great entry pass in from the press.
And then last, just the shift over here into ACC play. I know that you had, the end of the non-conference schedule. Just how is the jump up now, and what are you kind of expecting, kind of moving forward from your team now that you've kind of now moved exclusively into the league slate?
We gotta have that will to prepare for every game, because there is no gimme games. There's no easy games in the ACC. That it'll be a battle every night. I don't care who you're playing. So we've got to be mentally and physically prepared for that. And I think we're in pretty good shape physically. So mentally, we're going to keep working on that sustained excellence.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.